Moana 2 is directed by three various directors, and this is a sequel to the 2016 Moana. It's set 3 years after the events of the first film. Moana reunites with Maui and, of course, along with her new wayfinder crew to find the missing island of Motufetu and, of course, to break its curse. Going to Moana 2, there's a lot of hype but also skepticisms with this movie because earlier this year Disney announces that they want to turn this Disney Plus series into a sequel feature-length theatrical release. So there's a lot of hype surrounding it. I was hoping this movie can deliver on this film, but if you know, I love the first film. I thought it was a great movie, but this sequel is an inferior to this first one. I'm going to say this right now. The story itself is incoherent. It just felt very cluttered. It just felt rushed and messy. It doesn't get enough time to get into the characters or get into inside these characters' heads or get into these moments how they're feeling, which that could have been lacking something. And as far as the animation goes, the animation, as always, lovely to look at. It's brilliant. It's colourful. It's bright. The ocean, the way it moves, the way that brings that animation to life, and see the characters' facial expressions and the hairstyle and the movements. It's all there. You got what you got. As far as the characters go, between Moana and Maui, voiced by one actress, I can't recall her name, who voiced Moana. She does a good job. And Dwayne Johnson as Maui, still great as always. As far as their chemistry together, it's fine, I guess. It's not as memorable or as charming or as very interesting as the first one. I feel like the first one did it a lot better, but this one, it just felt like, oh, they're there, it's cute, but it just didn't feel like it's just there. As far as the new characters go, well, minus Moana's new sibling, which I will admit, the sibling scene is cute, and I really wish they could explore more of that, because I feel like that's the main focus of Moana's quest to, keep her motivated, which I wish they could have done that a little bit more. There were moments of that, but it didn't really expand upon it. I wish they could have done so much more. I wish they could have done that a way bit better. It would have added so much depth and emotion and the weight to it. It would have worked. But as far as the Wayfinder crew, with those three characters, one of them is a tech genius, the other one is obsessed and simping for Maui. The other is just an old gentleman who's just grumpy, who's just along with the journey with them. They're pretty forgettable. They're not memorable. They're just there for either for laughs or just there just to be whatever. And some of the humour for it is alright. I did get some laughs and chuckles, especially the chicken, hey. But other than that, it just felt flat or something. It just didn't really make me laugh. Humor's subjective, but this one just felt, I don't know, it just doesn't really click with me that much. As far as this overall story, how it goes, it's too many plot holes. You could tell that when Disney just announced it earlier this year, they must have sort of thinking, actually, you know what? Take those scripts from those Disney Plus series from Moana and put it into a sequel. Instead of just going, maybe you could do this as a theatrical release, but let's rework it, start again, start from scratch, start from the beginning, rework it, do it that way. I think that could have done better in hindsight. It would have been a little bit more consistent. It may not be as brilliant as the first one, but at least it could have been a little bit better and watchable for a certain time. As far as the villain, who is meant to be the villain of the series, or now into this movie, not that interesting. She's very flat, very boring, and it's just, she's only there for a few scenes and that's it. And it doesn't appear to the very end of the mid-credits scene, which was a tease. I'm assuming it's be season 2, but it's going to be actually a movie, which a third one, if there is going to be a third one. But you can tell this film is really rushed. It just felt like just trying to get to point A to point C, Act 1 to Act 3. Because the middle of the act, it just felt like they're just rushing. They're trying to get to the next point without slowing down or take some breathing room. It just felt rushed, in my opinion. As far as the climax of the film, very underwhelming. I just didn't feel any emotions, none of it. It just felt flat, in my opinion. It just doesn't work for me. And in terms of the emotional weight, gone. I just didn't feel anything. As far as the music, it's alright at best. That's all it is. It's just alright. It's just not that rememberable. The only song I can remember is Beyond. That's it. Anything else, I can't remember after leaving the cinema, after watching it. I don't want to come out and say I hate this movie. I don't hate it. It's not awful. It has its moments. It is a movie you can watch during the Christmas week, or you can watch it, for your own time being, bring a family, you're going to have a good time with it. As this movie goes, this is inferior to the first film. It's had some good ideas going for it, but the execution wasn't that good. I'm giving Moana 2 a C. Overall, guys, comment down below and tell me what do you think of Moana 2. And of course, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, and of course, subscribe to my channel and hit that icon bell for more future videos like this. Until next time, guys, see ya!